Hello Taurus, how's it going? Welcome to your monthly reading. This will be tied into the general monthly reading that we did last week for the month of September. This is for you, Taurus. We're going to do it week by week. Week 1, 2, 3, and then 4, the accumulating of the 2. Karmic paths and the overall energies. Relationship side and the money side. Okay? If you want to know more about the Astroflower, there is loads of links in the description below. Let's just see on the first sort of week. You're going to be a busy person in the regards to relationships. You might feel like you're pulled a little bit sort of like from pillar to post in a way. So I would just be a little bit, sort of observant of that basically. I think some of you are going to get married. Or there's going to be a proposition basically coming through, looks like. It could be just moving in with someone. This could be investing with someone, going on an adventure with someone. This could be marriage. But it seems like in this first week, there's going to be a lot of movement on your relationship side. Changes are afoot. Let's just see what's going on in the second week here. In fact, I'm going to go over to the financial and the money side. It's got to do it week by week. So let's just see how it's going on the money side of your life. Things are ticking over now. It might be a little bit easier for you to, if you've been having problems with, not problems with your finances, but you've been having to keep a tight ship. But this week here, you're going to feel that ease a little bit for you. And it's going to feel like it's just ticking over and just getting there. Don't worry about it. Don't get annoyed with the world around you. Because that's going to help. If you do, you'll miss these opportunities. Because in that first week, there's a lot of things going up and down, and it might be tied into that weekly reading, that monthly reading we did in the general. There's a bit of a leap of faith going on here. And the funny thing is the Hierophant is on this side here, so that's definitely on the marriage front. And it's gonna, this side here, your relationship side could be affecting your sort of financial business or that side, your job or your money, simply because if you are sort of teaming it up with your relationships that are around you, this could be just moving in with a load of friends. It's gonna, it may affect the way you do business or you do your job, or things are in the financial sort of front. Let's just see what's going on in week 2. Very busy. A lot of work, but not work as in working on the relationship. Like there's so many things going on about a relationship around you, and this could be with family, friends, community, or couple, but there's a lot of things that need to be sorted out. So there's a lot of thinking, there's a lot of discussion, there's a lot of organisation by the looks of things, and you get the leap of faith over this side, and also in the monthly readings you had the Page of Wands, so it's all very passionate, and it is taking that leap of faith. I think it's going to maybe cause you a little bit of a headache on the business side. It might preoccupy you a little bit, and you might get caught up a little bit over here. So you may have that sensation of missing opportunities on your job or your business and etc. Let's just see what's going on in this week. Yeah, it's calmed down here. This is what I think about here when it said sort of like let it flow through. Just let it tick over. And things on this side here is just sort of doing what you need to do. Not necessarily moving anywhere. 3 of Wands, the Harbour Master. Not going anywhere, but lots of things going on around them. If you take it into the weekly readings of what was coming up in that sort of week, it's that lull between the 2 waves. The first wave comes in the first week, and then you get in the 4th week, you're going to get that big wave coming through. So I think this is a case of wait and see on the financial side. I really wouldn't worry too much about it. I would allow things to just come and go. Looks like this month here, you've got to be concentrating on your relationships by the looks of things. Building bridges, confirming relationships by getting married, moving in, doing ventures together. That could be also with your friends and etc. Depending on on what you're going through in your life. Okay, so the third week here, this is where it blossoms into reality in a way. It's almost like things become possible. The planning's been done on this side. It's taking a bit of a leap of faith. On your financial side, you're letting it's just ticking over nicely in the background. You don't have to worry too much about it. You don't have to concentrate too much on it. And this here is where you're going to start sort of, by the third week, you're going to start sort of seeing fruits of the labours coming in. Funny thing is, those two cards were over on this side here in the monthly reading, and this card here was up here. So there's a lot of, Four of Cups was up in this side here. There's a real crossing going on. So basically, you know, you're getting crossovers here. You didn't get the Three of Wands though, to be honest. You didn't get the Three of Wands, and it's not quite in the same position, but yeah, it's gonna all of a sudden you're gonna be able to see clearly about how to come along or move your relationships along and step into a new world. No, I think that's what that's all about. The possibilities are there. You're going to commit to things. Your partner's going to commit to things, or I think this is to do with relationships, individual relationships, and it could be a renewal of your vows if you're already married. If you're looking for, you know, a relationship, this could well also be that coming your way. But whatever it is within your couple, I would. If you're in a couple and you've been in a couple for a long time, I would, you know, get a bit of dynamic energy going on in there. So you maybe go off for the weekend or a couple of weekends, or just do something a little bit special over that this month. Certainly within the midsection here, what's going on in your financial sort of side? Now this is settling by the third week, so you know where you're going. Once you know where you're going towards, you're just going to plough through. On your financial side, it looks like you've it's picked up again, and it's starting to you're starting to think, what are the possibilities? And you're getting back to this card here and sort of seeing what the possibilities are within your business. Five of Wands, was that in there? No, it wasn't. Five of Wands. So could it be conflict? Could it be competition? Healthy competition? It's putting yourself back in the fray, basically, I think. I think after these first 2 weeks of things are being a little bit calm for you, just letting it tick over with your relationships, and on the financial sort of side, by the third week, you're going to put yourself back into the throes of things and really start mixing it up and yeah, getting the best out of life, really sort of saying, okay, if I want to live this sort of side of my relationships, I'm going to need to boss it up on my financial side of life. Okay, let's just see what's going on at the end of that week there. Ooh, that picks up again, big time. It's sort of like, kind of like, oh, what? You're joking. Sort of phrase that comes on it. I think it's a bit of a shocker. A bit of a shocker. And it's going to ask you to really start pulling in your strengths, basically, in that week. And so in regards to your relationships and your business side, I've got a funny thing this ties into the monthly reading much more than anything else. I've got a funny feeling it's going to be so obvious that it's going to be difficult to maybe even concentrate on relationships and on your financial side. It looks like quite a horrific sort of, well, not horrific, but very, very strong moment within the energies that are coming through. If you want to, you know, to combine those two, once you start bossing it up in your financial sort of side and on your relationship sort of side, it's you're gonna have to stick to that, and you're gonna have to have a lot of strength coming out for that. I've got too many cards there. Hang on a second. Look at that, we managed to bring it all back in. Yeah, so yeah, it's time to stand up to the plate, and I think it's being strengthed in what you believe and what you feel and how things should be. Be you. Be you. And you know, if people don't like it, then Probably they're not probably the best people to be around you, but certainly it's just a case of sort of saying sticking to your guns, I think. As the life changes around us, if you go back and see the monthly reading, as this life changes around us at the end of September, it's going to need for you to sort of, just be who you're going to be and be strong within yourself. Let's see what the karmic message is over this month on your relationship side. Let's see, it's here. Let your heart shine. Let it out. Let it out like a bird caught in a cage. Just open the door and just let it go. Just let it go. Let it fly. Let it fly. Let your heart fly. It is marrying those two sides. As I said, there was a lot of organisation going on in its physical things, and I think it's putting a lot of things into place. It's going to put your relationships into perspective, basically, and it's going to, you're going to be committing. Let's put it that way. You're definitely going to be committing to something, and if you're already in a relationship, it's probably committing to help the relationship to evolve. And that's what that dynamics I was talking about, having a bit of dynamic energy in there. Let's see what's going on the business side of the life. Just keep your eye on the longer goal. That's what I would suggest. As it calms down in the first 2 weeks of September and you get back into the fray in the third week, just don't get lost trying to put out too many fires or just trying to do too much, basically. It looks like you're going to have a lot going on in your relationship side. Here is just saying keep an eye on the longer term goal, the change of fortunes. Things are definitely going to change for you, Taurus. There's no doubt about it. There's loads of inverting cards here. Marrying two sides, going through a portal. The Wheel of Fortune, that gives us the change. The Leap of Faith, that's also going forward. There's a lot of movement cards on here. Even the High Priestess, because she's looking towards the future. She's using her intuition. As a change of fortunes for you. What's the overall energy talking about for you guys? Being that big kid and allowing yourself to enjoy it. Live the dream. I think that's what it's saying. Live the dream. Here comes that Page of Wands. So we got this Page of Wands, which is over here in the monthly readings here. In this side here, it was also about had the Star and the Eight of Cups in the monthly readings and the collective. And here, I think, is being that kid, being that passionate side. Let yourself fly, free yourself up, enjoy yourself this month. Live that dream, basically, Taurus. So, there you go. I would be very conscious about what happens in the first week. It may be a bit of a shocker to the entire world. Something may come out in the world that you kind of go, oh my, giddy up. And but it's like when there's a tsunami. The way the water pulls out, and it's that moment of kind of, oh my God, look at that, wow. And then the big wave comes in, and this is what it's like in the fourth week. So you have to put this a little bit into context of what's going on around you, okay? But then there you go, Taurus. Hope you did like that. We'll have your weekly readings coming out on Thursday. We've already done the ones that come out from last week. It will be linked at the end of this reading, basically. If you want to support this channel, it's been very nice. All you need to do is subscribe and click that bell. Okay, it'd be an absolute pleasure to see you. In the meantime, Taurus, don't forget, life should be fun. Please do enjoy.